The Fort Meade Garrison Headquarters Command Battalion, known as the Axehammers, provides support services such as law enforcement, working dog teams, force protection, and base support to the entire 66,000 plus Fort Meade community. Each year they recognize the sharpest Axehammers during their annual Origin Week. More on that story in a moment, but first this week some very important news about upcoming changes at the access control points. The Directorate of Emergency Services announced this week that starting Monday, February 24th, the Reece Road gate at the intersection of Reece Road and Maryland 175 will become the main 24/7 access control point. The Reece Road gate will also host the visitor lane during duty hours and on evenings and weekends. Good news for commuters, even with the transition of the main gate, the Mapes 175 gate will be open for rush hour traffic weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. and from 3 to 6 p.m. The hours for Rockenbach and the Mapes Maryland 32 access control points will remain the same. Rockenbach from 5:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Mapes 32 from 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 5 on the weekends. Once again, the Reece Road gate will be the main 24/7 gate starting Monday, February 24th. If you haven't already, download the My Army Post app. Current gate hours appear on the first page. It's available in both the Apple and Google Play stores. In other news, MWR announced last week that the Gaffney Gym is expanding its hours starting Sunday, February 23rd. Gaffney will be open Sundays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., the same hours as Saturdays. In a related story, during the January installation town hall, Garrison Commander Colonel Yolanda Gore responded to questions about the gyms. After announcing the expanded Gaffney hours, she touched on the possibility of 24-hour access to Murphy Fieldhouse.
Murphy Fieldhouse is currently in the process of being renovated. Right now they're doing the walls, and then the next phase of the renovation is going to be the floor. The plan, and I repeat, the plan is to have Murphy Fieldhouse a 24-hour access gym. However, there is a very convoluted process that we have to go through to get approved equipment. It has to go up to Big Army and all these things. So if all goes well, that gym will be 24 hours because that's what I'm shooting for.
Elsewhere, the annual combined federal campaign concluded in January. This week, the Garrison announced that Fort Meade raised more than $31,000 this year. The CFC is the largest annual workplace charity in the world and has raised more than $8 billion in its 60-year-plus history. In other news, as we mentioned at the top of the show, the Fort Meade Garrison Headquarters Command Battalion provides base support for the entire Fort Meade community. The battalion was established in February 1971, and every February they stage Axehammer Week. The week features a series of unit building and soldier testing events. At week's end, the battalion recognized their top performers from the week and the top soldiers of the year. But before we announce the names, Battalion Commander Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Yama announced that the 2nd Military Working Dog Detachment has been recognized as the best kennel in the Army. At the same time, he recognized the soldier that had a lot to do with earning that distinction, Staff Sergeant Tiara Jenkins, who was awarded the Meritorious Service Medal.
Not only is Staff Sergeant Jenkins an outstanding manager and leader of the operations there in the kennel, also a dog handler and pulling missions to boot. And because of the hard work, her attention to detail, her organization, managing the training and operations of our kennel, we were recognized as the best kennel in the United States Army.
Axehammer Week competitions include several battalion members joining in the 1,500 weightlifting club, quarterly boards, and of course the sharpest Axehammer competition. The sharpest Axehammer of the week was Captain Pratik Thapa from the Directorate of Emergency Services. The Axehammer of the year is Staff Sergeant Jarrett Turnipseed.
For those that don't know, he does military funeral honors. He's a military funeral honors NCOIC. He covers a 5-state area, right? We've done over 650, I think I saw in the nomination, probably even more than that in his time as the NCOIC. He takes individuals from across the installation that gets assigned to HHC as BMM every 3 to 4 months. 3-month rotation, 1-month train up. He brings them in from different organizations, shows them what the standard is to give dignified funeral honors, and those teams go out and perform those funerals.
And finally this week, the Howard County Office of Veterans and Military Families wants you to know about a job search event coming up in April. The Service to Success Hiring Fair is scheduled for Wednesday, April 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Maryland Live Hotel at Arundel Mills. For more information, you can go to actnoweducation.org. That's the Service to Success Hiring Fair, April 3rd at Maryland Live. And that's it for this week. I'm Brian Spann. For everyone at Meade TV and the Fort Meade Public Affairs Office, have a great weekend and a great Meade week.